Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here, and Saturday the 24th of November. Thanks again for coming along to weatherweb.net. As always, the site to get free of charge by the adverts that you see around the screen here, and it's by you coming back visiting the site that keeps it free of charge, and also by telling your friends, so thank you for doing that. When you use the adverts as well, it generates revenue, so thank you for doing that as well. No video of me today. I'm out and about today, actually out in West Wales, but about to run home because of the amount of rain that's going to be falling overnight. But I'm sure you won't miss my gorgeous face just for one day. But I just want to bring you up to date on what's going on. We've got some potentially very serious conditions that are going to develop during the course of this evening and overnight into Sunday. Do not underestimate the storm that's coming in. It's not going to be a long-lived feature, but the impact it may have may be quite significant. I want you first of all to look at these charts. This is the Herlam high-resolution pressure charts, and you can get these from going to weatherweb.net, and then you simply click on weather charts at the top of the screen here, and down the left hand side you see here it says Herlam. Okay, so this is MSLP, which stands for mean sea level pressure. Now, this is the scenario as it plays out at the moment. You'll notice that excuse me, we've got this little nose of pressure in here. This is a little ridge of high pressure that's in, but just look what develops down towards the southwest. This is the position at midday today. Low pressure forming down here off southwestern parts of England. Watch that low as it tracks northeastwards through this evening and overnight, passing into central southern England, then out across the Wash during the early hours of the morning, and then passing into the North Sea. Now, look how close together the isobars are here as that feature moves through, bringing in some very strong winds, particularly the Midlands, East Anglia and southern parts of England as well. Not only that, we've got heavy rain to deal with out towards the west, and that's what we're going to look at now. These are the 3 hourly rainfall totals from the Herlam model, and we'll just scan through today, because there's not going to be that much rainfall around during daylight hours at first today. But here's the rainfall position as it was at 10 o'clock this morning. Central Wales through the Birmingham across to Norwich. Now, that rain then tracks its way northwards through this afternoon. It's not particularly heavy this afternoon, but then watch what happens as the low pulls away during the course of tonight. The timings are here, by the way. 18Z means 6 PM this evening, the 24th. These are 3 hourly rainfall totals in millimetres, so significant rainfall totals coming into southern Wales by then. Look, 12 millimetres in 3 hours. That feature then spins as it goes eastwards, taking the strong winds and heavy rain with it across much of England, Wales and southern parts of Scotland. 2 areas of heavy rain developing, one across Wales and northern England, another across central and southern parts of England, before the feature then clears away into the North Sea during the early hours of Sunday morning, although still bringing rain into Scotland before that eventually pushes away eastwards during Sunday afternoon, only to be followed by more rain coming into the west. Now, in terms of totals, those were 3 hourly totals. This is the total rainfall accumulation. So this is over the period of time. This is what the Herlam model sees. And again, this is going up in 3 hour steps. Look, here's the time, okay? So this is 9 o'clock this morning. Then we're going on to midday, okay? But let me just show you what happens during the course of this evening and overnight. Look, there's that heavy rain spreading through Wales, through the Midlands, and then a further area developing across the eastern Midlands during the course of the night, and then through tomorrow that heavy area of rain spreading its way north. But look at these rainfall totals. This is 35 millimetres of rain here across central Wales. We've got 40 millimetres off the south coast, 47 millimetres of rain off the southwestern parts of England, generally 15 to 20 millimetres for many. However, that's not the complete story. That was the Herlam model. This is the GFS. This is at the other extreme. Notice the times up here in the top. Okay, so this is the total up to 6 o'clock tonight, as this GFS sees it from midnight last night. So the 18 hours to 6 o'clock tonight, it's reading at sort of 10 millimetres through Wales and the Midlands, 25 millimetres across southwest England, 43 millimetres it's going for across the far southwest. Although really you need to round these figures up to get anywhere near. Now, watch what happens overnight. There's that heavy rainfall, look, moving through during the course of the night, but just look at those rainfall totals that develop during tonight. This is the rainfall ended 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, and it's got 60 millimetres of rain across parts of Wales, across parts of northwest England, the Western Midlands as well, and 60 millimetres over southwestern England. Less across East Anglia and the southeast, but still a good inch around these areas. Now then, that is going to bring a problem with flooding. There could be a significant flooding problem in areas that have already experienced flooding, but I think really there's going to be flooding too, particularly localised flooding. This is stuff running off the fields, onto roads, across Wales, western parts of the Midlands, northern England as well, but just about anywhere could see it. So my main threat area, my main worry area, is this kind of southern part of northwest England, the western parts of the Midlands, eastern parts of Wales, running down into the southern Midlands, across central southern England and southwest England. That through here is my main concern area. That's where I think we're going to see the worst of conditions. But as I said, it's not just the rain, it's the wind as well. These are the surface wind gusts as seen by the GFS. It seems to have these reasonable at the moment. This was 6 o'clock this morning. Okay, we're going to play these through in steps of 6 hours. So there we go. That is the position as of 6 o'clock tonight. 30 mile an hour gusts coming into the south, and then watch what happens overnight. Look, this is midnight. We've got 40 mile an hour gusts inland across parts of East Anglia, the East Midlands, 50 mile an hour gusts coming onto those southern coasts, and then what we're going to find is through the early hours of the morning, this is 50 to 50 mile an hour gusts across parts of the Midlands, East Anglia and South East England. This is enough to bring tiles off roofs if they're already loose, and to cause some minor damage to trees, so debris basically on the roads. But I think we have to cater for somewhere in a narrow area as that low pressure moves through. And just bring that up again. As this low pressure moves through, I think there's going to be some zone, particularly between about 3, so between about here and 4 o'clock in the morning, somewhere in here. So somewhere the Midlands, central southern England, southeast England, East Anglia, that could well see a 60 to 70 mile an hour gust, even inland, although only in a very localised area. But that would be enough to cause damage. This is a potentially serious situation. You don't want to be playing around with this system. Basically, all we can do is stay indoors and try and avoid it as best as we can. At least it's going to be coming through during the night, and then those gusts will clear away towards the east. Going down the eastern coast, look, around midday tomorrow, we've got 50 mile an hour gusts coming down this eastern coast. Those are going to occur as the low clears away into the North Sea around midday-ish tomorrow. What would happen is that those gusts will pick up down those eastern coasts. There we go. Look, let's just show you the chart. As that clears away, you see the ice bars close together. So we're going to be finding those gusts moving away from those eastern coasts. Now, you might be thinking, okay, that's the short term. What about long term? Well, much the same story really as we've had over the last few days. These temperatures cooling off. Look, that low bringing in the north to northeasterly. These are the temperatures for London, but you see the maximum temperatures cooling off sort of 5-6 degrees Celsius. I've got to watch out for next weekend, because next weekend could potentially go properly wintry. I think what we're going to see before that is temperatures being cooler, being windier, and certainly I think there could be a bit of snow over hilltops. But there are starting to be some signals that late Friday into Saturday next weekend we could get a bite of winter, perhaps lasting for 2 or 3 days, which would bring snow, particularly across eastern coast, particularly northeastern parts of England. Less so, I think, further west, where it will just be cold. And this is how the GFS ensemble sees things. Here's our rise in temperature this weekend. Look, but you see that sharp fall off, and you see this continued fall off as well. Look, this is next weekend. This here between Friday and into Saturday, that's our this is our main winter hit, I think. This is going to be a significantly winter period, and then it keeps it cold, look, going right the way through into that first third of December. I think temperatures may well start to recover a little bit around about this period. But for now, I want you to be more concerned about this, about the total rainfall that occurs overnight, and also about the wind speeds that are going to occur with that too. That's what you have to be aware of. Watch out for localised flooding, England and Wales especially, and take care. Stay tuned to the forecasts. So that's all for now. Thanks again for watching. I daren't even say keep the sun shining, but of course we'll keep you updated on developments throughout the course of the day. So thanks again for watching. Thanks for coming to WeatherWeb. Remember to tell your friends about it. Please do use the adverts that are around the screen, and also you can follow us on Twitter for frequent updates through the day at Weather School, or do a search on Facebook for us. So thanks again for watching, and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.